Okay. Okay, there we go. I was futzing around with some of my audio bullshit before, so my brain was like, wait a minute, I need to do some editing. Thalius! Hi, Thalius! How are you doing this evening? Willow! It's been so long since I've been on PC. Help me, Willow Senpai! How are you doing, my friend Aruni? Hope you're doing well from across the veil. Yippee! Sorry, I am trying to figure out why um uh OBS is being a dingus on my end. For some reason, my stream on my end is like super tiny, so it's like I gotta try to figure out like how to fix the fubbin screen. But I am glad to have you here, my friend. It's so good to see you once again. I missed your streams. Aw, Thalius, you Daw. You know what? I can see myself in the stream okay, so you know what I think? I think I'll survive the encounter this time around. Like that's the one thing that like I'm always trying to play around with like all of my settings. Like how can I maximize not being completely fucked up? Okay, you know what? I think I fixed okay, I figured out a little bit more. I'm getting new headphones soon. Ooh, please, ooh, do tell when you do. Then maybe because of this, we can finally play more Nightingale, you fucking bum. But yes, it is another wonderful Monday evening. Glad to be back with all of you wonderful Fucklechucks out in Fucklechuck land, aka the Feywild. Thankfully over here it has been cooler, I dare say. It hasn't been as unbearably hot as it has been in the past couple of weeks or so, thank goodness. Um, let's see. We had D&D last weekend. I think it was last weekend. And players did some shit. Capital S in like actually no, uppercase everything's some shit. It was a good time for everyone except for the creatures that the parties was fighting. It was not a good time for the Gloom Wyvern. Uh, Zenta pretty much flashbanged the Gloom Wyvern so it couldn't use its shadow sneaking ability, which I'ma be real, guys. I was not exactly happy about that. Hold on. It's our time. There we go. Sorry, I was just bugging people to get the fuck on here because I miss my frienders. But D&D went very good. Val is not beating the vampire allegations. He found a stancing silver rapier, and I've got a YouTube short coming up all about that situation at hand. Don't mind me if you also hear like rustling on my end. I have chips because I'm a hungry girl. I'm a hungry girl and a thirsty girl, but you all knew that already now, didn't you? Alright, let's get into it. And I realize my reactive is like the opposite way of where I want it to be. It is the opposite way, so you might see me flip my shit, as one would say. There, yeah, no, I had a feeling I would do that. Hold on. I always do this. Like, I never know which way to flip myself when I do need to rotate. Ooh, what are you oohing about, my guy? Pretty wood burning. Oh, have you not ever seen any of my wood burning streams, Mr. Thalius? Okay, there we go. Alright. There we go. So, am I coming in loud and clearly? I think I am. I should be. I swear to God if the music isn't working, for fuck's sake. Hold on, hold on. I have not seen any of your wood-burning stuff live on stream. Well then, that's a fucking problem now, isn't it? Okay, there we go. I think music should be at a good enough level. But we're doing more wood burning today, or at least some more art in general. I have already started on some of the stuff. I have my wood burning tool preheated up because that takes like a good 15-20 minutes to normally do. We're working on dice boxes mainly today. I already have the design for this one embedded. However, I'll probably also do some painting of the other ones, which include the Rogue, the Paladin, and the Bard. Because these were all actually ones that I sold out of at my last craft show, so I actually need to work on those ones, believe it or not. I normally don't sell completely out of the dice boxes, but I usually do sell like 2 or 3 of them per show. So I realized, I should probably do something about that. So I actually did recently just upgrade to a higher quality wood burner, which I am very, very, very happy about. Because my old one, I think, was like 2.5 years old. It wasn't a bad wood burner by any means necessary. I would just chew through the nubbins on them like a mad woman. Because on all of the wood burners, they have little interchangeable rubberized heads for different detail work for different projects. And I would constantly eat through the one that I used to have. Now, I was also doing some more investigating while I was trying to figure out what kind of wood burning tool I wanted to get, and these little double-pronged ones seem to be the consensus that they are significantly better to use. Most times. I say most times. Not all the times, but most times. So, I decided to go to Michael's and splurge for a new set, because honestly, this one, which was like, I want to say close to like $100, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less than 100, was on sale for like 40% off. And I've been eyeing this particular set for a while. And there was a 40% off, and I had a 20% off coupon. So that's like 60% off of like close to $100. And I think I got the wood burning set for like 40 and some change at the end of the day, which is not a bad price at all. That was my big purchase after my craft show that I had in June, yeah. I keep on forgetting, like, honestly, what fucking month it is. Like, I keep on saying, oh, my last show was in July, but I'm like, wait a minute. We're still in July, you stupid. Wisdom is not my strong suit, and this is proof of that. We are going into a short ad break, so please don't mind going into ad break hell. God, it feels like eons, honestly, since I've actually done wood burning, I'm not gonna lie. Probably because, like, last time I was doing it, I was working on a bunch of the brooms and the wands. And sorry, I have orange stain on my finger from my my drank mix. Mm. Let me suck a finger real good. Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh. There we go. There's some horrifying ASMR for you fuckwads. Hopefully I didn't terrify the children too much. Why is this not heating up the way that I want it to? Maybe this just... I might not be pressing this in enough. It might not be heated completely through. There we go. Willow. Yes, I am Willow. I love you. Aww. I do have caring fans across the aether. Willow, we love you, but for fuck's sake. No, for fuck's sake. I am the fuck. I am for fuck's sake. I think that's like one of my favorite things to say when something is annoying me. It'll be like, I have to quote Hell of a Boss. So whenever something goes wrong, like, insert name here. I love you, but for fuck's sake. I put on my best Millie impression, which I don't think is very good. I mean, it's just like a standard southern accent, which I don't think I'm bad at, but I don't think I'm very good at accents either. And yet here I am as the doo-doo head. I mean the dungeon mistress. I mean the dungeon master. I don't really do voices when I'm the dungeon master, though. I will say that. I don't pretend to be Matt Mercer or Brendan Lee Mulligan or anyone like that. I don't pretend to be either one of them or even the Legends of Avantris people. I'm just a girl who likes to tell stories while tormenting my players. I think that's all you can really get out of a dungeon master. Someone who wants to tell an enjoyable story with an interactive element to it. I will be talking D&D a lot this stream if you haven't noticed. But honestly, that's just par for the course when it's a Willow stream and or when we're working on dice boxes. I might switch over to another project at some point tonight, depending on how well we do on this. Also because at some point I will have to change out the head on my tool just because of the straight lines. Deadhead! Speaking of D&D, hello Deadhead, how are you doing? I was just talking about how I tormented you guys last session with the Gloom Wyvern. You shall be at next D&D. This is non-negotiable. we will bully Thalius until he shows up. But I completely... No, he's a busy man. He's got real tiefling bullshit in the Feywilds to do. No bully. Gabby, do not bully the goblin. That is an adult man. What do you mean that's an adult man? That's an adult goblin. Oh, why didn't you say so? Well, my question still stands. Would you like a coloring book and a booster seat and a pack of crayons? Oh, well, I'll never say no to that. Frankly, I was the kid who, at all of the family gatherings and at the restaurants, who did just have their little sketchbook and a box of crayons, too antisocial to interact with the world around them. He said he could make this shit. He must hold the obligations. Yes, I know, but listen, work is hard, my guy. Work is hard. I will grill the local half rat man. I will grill him after stream, don't worry. I'll put you over a fire and rake you with hot coals, but then again, you're a tiefling. You're resistant to fire, so you might like that a little bit too much, just saying. Brain damblage. I have the brain dambla. Thinking to myself, was this the right nubbin for this one. Damn fucking caps lock. Don't you love it when you do that? It just makes everything you sound. Caps lock, making you sound so much more aggressive than you need to be. Or German. One of the two. I don't make the rules. Well, I make the rules in my court, but the rules of grammar, I do not. The rules of logic need not apply. Alright, so obviously you can see we're working on the wizard because it's clearly wizard time, motherfucker. Fireball. I probably will have to switch out into one of the other nubbins. I've had like 3 people get fired / quit. Yeah, we've had a lot of people in the Ashroot Court as well give up their positions for maternity leave, pregnancies, just finding better positions in different courts. Also, Marcus will probably never get rid of his curse. Marcus is the one cursed to be forgotten, correct? Isn't Marcus also the one who you said is becoming an angel? So how does that work? Being an angel, but not being forgotten. But being forgotten. God, my brain... I do not... I have the DM brain. Yes? So how does that work? Like, if he's becoming a divine immortal being, but he's cursed to always be forgotten, how does that work? How does that work? Like, for cereal? Hi, Spider! Hi, Spider, how are you doing? Grah! How are you doing, my friend Rooney? How is your sorcerer treating you? I hope she is not being too much of a bitey doofus. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're not working too hard. I'm baking bread. Oh, carbs, my beloved. God, I could use some bread right about now. I would like to be bread. I mean, eat some bread. Eat some bread. For fuck's sake, woman. Ever heard of a guardian angel? Okay, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, wait a minute. There we go. No, I should probably honestly have bought a fan down here with me in the workshop, because when you're working with really toasty hot metal, you start to work up a sweat for no reason. She's alright, just hanging around while I'm busy with my own stuff. Aw, baby. Well, I'm glad Weaveress is treating you well. She is a teeny little baby. I came out of Warframe retirement to help a friend kill their... Oh, I came out of Warframe retirement to help a friend kill their lich. Oh, I see. Early retirement, early becoming a trench runner again, I see. So does that mean you would be free for the August Gara and Titania Prime relic hunts? Because I am still planning that. That will be fun. Community relic cracking is always a fun way to be tormented by the drop block of RNGesus. The Warframe itch never goes away for long. It really doesn't. It really done. Also, hi, Werecrab. As long as it's before August 21st. It will be before August 21st. I can guarantee that much. It will be in August, but I'm waiting for the current Prime Resurgence to be over, so everyone has enough time to gain relics. But as to why he won't be free of his curse, tell me, and I know you'll be able to answer this honestly. Can you ever cure and get rid of depression? What the curse is an analogy to? Not really. You can't ever really get rid of depression, unfortunately. I was doing charity work, and I got sucked back in. Oh, okay. You know what? That's a good reason. That's a good thing. You get your charity on. Is it any particular charity, or just general charity work for your local community? You don't have to tell me if you're not comfortable. Okay, so... Wait, no, that's not what we're doing. Woman. I... I do like how this tool is very fluid. I think it just needs to heat up more. Exactly, gotcha. Headphones will be here shortly, BRB. Okay, no worries. Charity work as in helping my new Warframe friend with their lich, and then I got a thirst for... Oh. Did you get a case of the zoomies? Are you playing with Mesa Prime? Is that what you're doing? You know what? I will consider that charity work. Can helping new Tenno out and even old Tenno alike be considered by the government as charity work? Because it takes a small village sometimes to get what you need in Warframe, I swear to fucking God. Like, right now, I just put Varuna on my foundry, and I'm so angry. I have Uriel being, printed on my 3D printer right now, but they wanted to charge me, like, 30 plat to rush him for, like, 5 hours? And I'm like, what the fuck, no. Maybe 5 platinum, but not 30. What the actual fuck? Let me hydrate. Actually, local charity work I don't do too much of. I kind of just walk on my local street and pick up trash, whether it be beer cans or chip bags. I just want I just want the soil where I am to die out. Fair. Just want a game with parkour mechanics like Titanfall. Oh, jeez. What is that one game, Spider, that you occasionally play? Is it Neon White? Is it Neon White with the really crazy parkour mechanics? Depression just becomes a suppression after a while. It's still there, but heavily suppressed. I say this as someone who once had depression. Currently still going through the ringer with it. That's what I'm saying. Why is it that expensive? Rebecca Ford, are you being run by the Corpus? Are you being run by Parvos Granum? Why you do this to me, woman? Micro speedrunning game, yes, Neon White. Okay, so I was correct. See, whenever I hear Neon White, now I'm just thinking Neon White more, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna put Indy through the torment of playing a parkour game. I'm not gonna do that. Although, Warframe does have its own, like, crazy parkour mechanics, so he might actually do pretty good at Neon White. Get here. I swear, if I'm already burning through this nubbin, Is it as fast? It is hella fast. Neon White is a very unique parkour game. As the little bit that I've seen people play Neon White, I can say it is very fast. It hurts my brain. If you want to be like Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic jacking off at Mach speed velocity 10, Neon White's your type of game. It's not Titanfall movement, it's more like every minuscule second of movement matters. Neon White is a game designed for motherfuckers who have ADHD. It really is. Like, my brain hurts when I see Neon White. I'm like, no. Absolutely not. As someone who gets lost on Corpus ships when I have the goddamn map in the upper right-hand corner, I would do very bad at that game. This is why y'all call me Zorro. I don't think I nearly get as lost in real life as I do in video games, but I think for video games, it's because there's just so much going on. So for me specifically, yes, for you specifically, with how fast your brain goes, maybe it's a game that can keep up with your thoughts. There we go. I'm wondering to myself, should I change out the nubs? Because I feel like there might be a better one. Okay, deaf for a second. New headphones are here. Yippee! welcome to back, Thalias. Now we can play Nightingale more often, for fucking sake. Let me know when you want to explore the Fey Realms again. I will gladly be your Archfey hostess. Your weapon is your movement option. You balance moving your character fast, using the environment to boost your killing enemies, and discarding your weapons to have a double jump or a grappling hook or my brain. I'm reading that, like, as fast as your movement options are. My brain hurts. There we go. Okay, so... I'm still learning how to use this tool properly. And it seems that with this one, you go slow and press the tool down pretty heavily as you go over. Unless I'm doing this wrong, probably. You're celebrating your 6-month mod anniversary! Yay! Mr. Whitemore! Welcome back. Let me give you a shout out to the most beloved Draco Lich on Twitch. Indy, if I can spell you correctly. There we go. Shout out to Mr. Indigo Whitemore, our beloved moderator, who is ongoing a very, very long time as as the moderator tonight, and we love him. If y'all haven't gone to watch and support him yet, please do. He is a precious bean and one of my fellow D&D players, along with Deadhead and Thalias. The bestest he, they, we enjoy air shenanigans. Oh yes, very. Grappling hook, actively salivating, oh no. I could stream the game for you, Deadhead, to see if you would be interested, and I could see it. Just finished housework with the Boggin. I sent you a picture on Magebook. Let me give you the approval on Magebook. Hold on, I am going on to Magebook. Hey, that looks great, love! Great job! I am very proud of you. Now I can actually see surface coverage in there. I am very proud of your progress. You are getting there. You are doing the thing, and I am very proud of you for doing the thing. There you are. Grappling hook! Grappling hook! Grappling hook! You kind of have grappling hooks in Nightingale. Kind of. Well, you have mining tools that... You have mining hand tools that you can also use like grappling hooks. No, they're climbing picks. They're climbing picks. There's a difference, Willow. There's a difference. Okay, like... that... Do. There we go. You know what? I feel like shuffling my playlist. Let's shuffle the playlist. Deadhead sounds like Mabel from Gravity Falls right now. I could believe it. ADHD Speed Brain go brrr. If ADHD Speed Brain go brrr, why you no play a monk? Why you no play monk with mobile feet? Oh god, it's the attack of the pink thing. Get the pink thing out of my chat. Oh my god, no, not that pink thing. Not that pink thing. That thing is in my pants. You need the D. You need this to be straight. Like unmoistened spaghetti. Glazing Kinkymation is the reason my heart still beats, because it doesn't translate to the same as in games. The future is in the past. Onward, Ayo Shama! Deadhead, I hear you play Magic the Gathering. Do you play Arena? I will support a fellow Latin American. Oh yeah, based. We love the pink thing, though. I laugh at how DE sent her, like, an account just to see all of the Warframe so that way she could look at them and rate them completely subjectively as a horny artist. That's such a great video. It makes me cackle with glee every time I see it. But no, I think he plays Arena. I'm unsure. All I know is that Werecrab has an absolutely insidious deck that not even he knows what it does half the time. I don't think I could learn how to play MTG. I think it's too big brain strategy for me. No, I have not, but I do use Untap. I use Untap because free. Ah, yes, free, because we are all too poor. Especially if you play MTG, you are too poor. That's like if you play Warhammer. Like, if you play Warhammer 40k, you will never get your goddamn money back. It is that bad. Like, someone said for me to, hey, Willow, you should totally try Warhammer 40k. I look at them and go, nuh-uh, no you, shut up. Just play red and go face, just fireball. Love, you know I couldn't do just red. I'm not a simpleton. Man, you sound so crispy and clean on my brand new Raycon Everyday Earbuds Classic. I don't remember what headphones I have. They're not Ray-Ban, but they're like big honkin' things that make the sides of my head look like Princess Leia buns. Like, they are large and in charge, but honestly, I need something with more cushion for the pushin'. At least for my ears. I couldn't do earbuds. Because apparently I have really weirdly shaped ear canals. So if I put something in my ear, like a earbud, it is since my ear canals are really oddly shaped, I am very prone to ear infections. Well, of course they're weirdly shaped. I'm a fae. Nothing about us is straight. Wait a minute. You sound like a goddamn advertisement. Ah, yes, Thalius Brightwood. I am now sponsored by my brand new Raycon Everyday Earbuds Classic. Brand new Raycon Everyday Earbuds Classic. The perfect for your sound systems. Speaking of, speaking of sponsors, I have something very exciting brewing up in the pipeline over the next few weeks. I can't really say too much at this point. Indigo knows what I'm talking about. Do not ruin the surprise. But we will be doing a very special bunch of streams potentially over the next couple of weeks. I just have to figure out which day I would like to do this stream, because, well, you'll all find out. Also, I've been thinking of another curse for a D&D game. Oh no, what have you been brewing now? What kind of homebrew has been brewing up in that ADHD brain of yours, and should I be worried? Is Marcus gonna have a friend? Marcus is probably gonna have a friend. Speaking of my deck, I recently made a new one that's designed to basically throw the entire deck into the graveyard as fast as possible, then use cards to pick and choose whatever I want from the graveyard. Or if I have enough mana, I summon everything from both mine and my opponent's graveyard. Willow, when are we doing the thing? The D&D thing? You mean our next session? Is that what you're meaning? According to my schedule, the next session should be August 8th. Not the session. Oh, what D&D thing? Oh, is this how you wanted to do Smash or Pass? D&D Smash or Pass is probably going to be a subathon goal. Unless there's something else that you're thinking of. Because I'm stupid, and I honestly can't remember my own brain thoughts from day to day. Like, if I don't write something down, I will forget very, very quickly. Hold on, who the fub? Recap of a voicing. Oh, that! I am unsure when I will be doing that, because that is a long-term project. Because I first have to write it all up. That's going to be a long-form project, so I have no idea when. But people did say they would be interested in hearing, like, an audio read-through of the campaign so far. So, I would still like to do that. It's just a matter of when. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the straight line. It's fucking pissing me off. Why am I trying to do straight lines when I have a tool for that? What are you, psycho, Willow? Yes, I actually am. 100% clinically insane in human standards, 90% sane in Fae. Wait, you can be sane in Fae standards? Yeah, we all have a little bit of autism in the Feywild. Yes, yes, what is the new idea for a curse? What is the hashtag cursed? Is it cursed or blurst? Maybe, you know what, I don't want to know. I don't want to get it. Alright, so I think we'll probably have to switch out to another wood burning tool, because this one seems like it's not holding the heat. I think this is more used for shading, though, rather than doing straight lines. 'Cause this one comes with, like, 5 different nubs, and I maybe only have used, I don't know, like, 3. 'Cause you find the tools that you like out of the set, and you just abuse the fuck out of it. Idea similar to an immortal snail or an entity that follows you and is persistent. Seemingly, no matter what you try to do to get rid of it, it's never gone. So, like glitter. Like glitter. Or herpes. Got it. God, I still call glitter the herpes of the art world. It's kind of obnoxious. Because what else is it? It's never gonna come out of everything, and just when you think it's gone, it rears its ugly head saying, "You thought wrong. Surprise, motherfucker." Yet when the interluder of your life is grief, when someone you know die, the more you want to know what happened, why that happened. If you could have done something differently, etc. Crazier and sadder you get, grief never really goes away. It's something that will be with you for the rest of your life, and you just have to learn to live with it. Curse of the Following. No. Curse of the Following is when I have to deal with people on Twitch. Joking, I swear. I love you nerds. I love you benches. Oh, nope, missed a part. That sounds like a very sad curse. It sounds like a very sad curse for whoever is subjected to it. Damn, she hates us. Unfollowing. No, I don't hate you. No, Werecrab, I do not hate you. There's worse things to hate in life. Entity of a curse is a manifestation of grief with a capital G. Ugh. That sounds horrifying. I'ma give it to one of you guys in Cadmorum, then. Well, technically I already have given one of you guys a curse. Well, it's a self-inflicted curse you guys are looking to give Val, so... I think vampirism / lycanthropy is, like, the one curse that people willingly go out to look for. I feel if anyone, it would be Val. You're correct. Well, Val already had one curse on him via wild magic bullshit, and the other one is to remove a situation that he has no control over, so he's kinda boned one way or the other. But at least he has good friends to support him, at least he has good friends to support whatever terrible decisions he makes, because, let's be honest, you guys will probably make a lot more terrible decisions in the future with what I have planned. Let me just hydrate. Much better. Ah, so much better. I have to remind myself to drink because I have like all of my beverage here. And at least at least I don't have to worry about drinking paint water this time. Like, ugh. Cause I don't have to worry about drinking paint water now. What I'm understanding of grief and how you're describing it would be designed to torment you with the idea of powerlessness. Oof. That is harsh. Why would you do this? Deadhead, why would you do this to yourself? Then again, you grew up on, like, horror bullshit and creepypastas as a youth, so you know what? I'm not surprised you have a sick, demented mind. No matter what you do, this will happen, and you cannot stop it. Ugh. One of these days, someone in the realm will get space herpes, and it will happen, and you cannot do anything about it. I made Marcus. You made a mistake. That's what you did. Probably will have to get my straight edge line, though. So that way I can do the dice lines significantly better. I made Marcus, and his literal curse is depression. Yeah, that sounds about right. God, imagine just, like, rolling on, like, a D100 chart of terrible things. Be like, this is my character flaw. Oh, my character flaw is literally just depression and space AIDS. We are about to go into a quickie Ricky, ad break, so do not go anywhere from that. I probably will switch out to a different tool and then work on some of the painting on the other dice boxes. Just because this is more of a shading tool than anything else, and it's a little bit tedious. Oh, that's why it's being a goober. It's because it was coming loose. That makes a lot more fucking sense. We'll be right back, everyone. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back. I have returned. So I may or may not be real fubbin' silly, cause I can't find the other nubbins for my very expensive wood burning tool. I have a feeling I know where they are, somewhere in my massive, very messy bullshit of a workplace, but I cannot find them because I'm big silly. So I am going to heat this tool back up because it was actually loose. It was actually loose, and that's why it wasn't shading as well as it could. Server! Hey, kiddo. You know what? I was expecting that, and I'm glad it didn't throw me too off today. Bruh, I was chilling and looking at my game. Your voice dead ass spooked me. Me? My voice spooked you? I don't think I have spooked anyone like that in my life. So, upgrade? Character development, maybe? Probably not. Most definitely not. I did, however, find my debarking knife, which is an improvement. Give me 1 minute. I am going to see if I can find where my other paintbrushes are. You'll still hear me a little bit, because I'm trying to find them. I'm just walking to the other side of my laboratory, my workshop, to find what I need. I think you are. Yeah. Okay, I found what I needed. Alright, I found what I needed. Your voice spooks me sometimes. You know why. I do know why. And thank you for reminding me. Happens occasionally for me. I really rarely let my guard down, and when I do, nearly anything happening when I'm not prepared, it spooks me to the point of a heart spike. Honestly, fair. Hey, question. For me? Is it a question for me? Cause, if it is, I didn't do it. You have no proof. You have no proof, you have no evidence. What's up? But, since our wood burning tool is reheating up, let's work on our dice boxes. Whoops, accidental copy. Whoopsie indeed. Now, I never use this shade of, like, school bus yellow. Excuse me. However, I think it works nicely for the paladin. It's either white and gold, or this... What shade is this? This saffron yellow shade. Thank goodness Gabby doesn't live in an age with seatbelts. Oh my god, she would be in so much pain. She would be in so much pain with the strap over her tatas. Like, Jesus, woman. Like on modern vehicles. Oh, I know. She hasn't been in a car yet, though. Cars and motorcycles are exceedingly rare in Cadmorum, but they do exist. Like, you guys were nearly in a traffic accident in Galesboro, when you went to the capital city there. You just haven't ridden in an automobile yet. 0 out of 0. Oh yeah, 0 out of 0 would not recommend. Gabby would not be happy. Honestly, probably half of you guys wouldn't be happy. You guys, y'all need your space. You need to be able to walk around with foot room. Like, I'm pretty sure you... What? What are you doing? Dad, should I be worried? Dad, what are you posting? I should... I'm back. My bread is in the oven. Bread. I would like some bread. I would like to be bread right now. Trying to get these fine. Are those emoticon tits? You know what? They probably are. Actually, they most definitely are if it's coming from Deadhead. Me. Now, in lieu of having, like, super thin, like, hair thin paintbrushes, what I do with these tiny details is I do paint dabs. So that way I can control how much gets in there. And that way I don't have too much bleed over. Anytime someone talks about an automobile in a D&D setting, I'm always reminded of that one monster I made that will never be used. Seatbelt might get stuck between the tits. Yep, there we go. As a big titty lady myself, I can confirm. Like, the worst is, like, when you're trying to get your seatbelt on and the seatbelt, like, snaps so that way you can't adjust. It is the worst. And then you have to take your seatbelt out and put yourself back in. It's to reset the whole configuration. And it's obnoxious. It's gross. And God knows how uncomfortable it would be. Very. It would be very uncomfortable. Then again, she'd probably not have fun at amusement parks either, unless the roller coasters had lap bars. There we go. God, I want to go back to an amusement park now. I don't think I've been to a theme... Well, no, I went to Disney World in December, so it hasn't been too long since I've gone to a theme park. I need my theme park fixed soon, though. Otherwise, I'm gonna go stir crazy. Because, like, I could have gone for, like, a couple of days on, like, a theme park excursion that went through, like, 2 different states. Unfortunately, I had to deal with stuff at the Lore Master's Keep and be a responsible archfey. I can't just go off into the material plane to gallivant for no reason, after all. Ugh, the high fae courts, sometimes you just want to punch them. I don't know how built she is. They could strap her down / fit in. Yeah, probably. She might. It's okay. You know what? The ride operators would probably be terrified of dealing with her. Because when she gets strapped in, she might enjoy it a little bit too much. Girl, you have the hentai rod. We all know what you do with it. Just get a seatbelt sleeve with a soft covering so that you can use it to negate the uncomfortableness when it gets stuck. You know what? That's true. That's true. Trying to make sure that I don't make this paint super streaky, because unfortunately with acrylic paint on wood, you have to put several layers on it so that way it doesn't look like hot garbage. I think on my dice boxes, I generally do anywhere from 3 to 5 layers of paint. Just so that way I can cover up the streaks. I plead the 5th. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, no you don't. Nuh-uh. Like synthetic otter skin, because real otter skin requires killing little sea pups. No, don't do that. No, the babies. The children. I mean, I'll kill the children, but not the seal pups. Listen, I've already talked about how children are disposable units in video games like Wizard with a Gun and Cult of the Lamb. Just remember, if you have a possible cursed item, you could just hand it off to any child and be done with it. Just give it to the kid and they'll instantly attune to the cursed item, leaving you scot-free and unable to be cursed by it. You ever felt otter skin? It's so smooth and silky and soft to the touch. Have you ever touched a bat? Have you ever touched a bat? 'Cause they are the softest thing in the world. Like, I can tell this story easily. My mom one day was setting up the outside patio for a bunch of company to come over during the beginning of the summertime. And falling out of the umbrella that she was opening up was a baby bat. Just sleeping. Fell out onto the table all snoozeroony And she has never touched anything so soft in her life. Immediately after she picked it up to make sure that it wasn't a turd, it started screeching and flew off into the sunset. But she said it was like the softest thing she has ever felt in her life. Uh, though I would love to have a pet bat. I would just love to pet a bat. Is the screen from the painting for? Oh my god! It. Fuck. Oh my god! Hold on. Hold on. It is indeed frozen. You are correct. I am trying to fix it. Uh, Still nothing. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Why is it frozen? Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Give me, like, one. I don't know why it does this. I'm gonna try this again. We're doing this live. I have felt a chinchilla. Oh my god, lucky. Oh, soft baboo. Alright, let's see. Nothing. Still frozen. Hold on. I don't know why. I am trying to figure it out. Please, please, please bear with me. We will figure it out together. Do not fret. Game capture. Audio capture. Ugh, hold on. I'm trying to figure it out. I do not know why the technology likes to be a butt punch at times like this. It just do be like that. Only Zenta is the one who knows Gabby's true freaky ass. Yeah. Yeah, fair. Alright, it might have done a screenshot. I don't know why it has frozen up the way it has. Hold on, I am making an attempt. I don't know. What's with the look, love? Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Hast thou attempted cleansing and reapplying the runes of transmissioning and capturing? That is what I am attempting to do. That is what I am attempting to do. And I don't know what the fub is going on with it. Dumb. Yes, I am very dumb. I know I am that. I am the big silly, the shiggy wiggy, the big stinky doo-doo head. Windows. What is, okay. So, have that closed. You know what? It always happens live. This shit always happens to me. I don't know why. It just doesn't like me. Sometimes it just decides I'm being a butt munch. You know what? Most of the times it decides I'm being a butt munch. Still nothing. Still... Hold on 1 minute. Because if I'm trying to... Okay, let's try... I honestly don't know why it sometimes does this. Display capture... Audio capture. Audio capture. Display capture. Is this it? No, wrong one. Do you munch Indy's butt? What? No. No. What kind of fubbin' question is that? What kind of fubbin' question is that, my guy? Why? Hold. Why the fub? Because I'm trying to move this, but it's... Why are you not? Good question. Moving on. Yes, very good question indeed. Okay, why add source? Because it's like the program itself froze up. You said the shit treats you like a butt munch, so is it treating you like you are? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Rude. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna be really annoyed if I... Let me unplug it and plug back in. That might do it. Okay, okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, we're cool. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. I just have to reposition some shit as it was. That wasn't your first go-to? What do you mean? What do you mean that wasn't my first go-to? Okay, I think we're back. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. I fixed it. I fixed the issue. I don't know what the issue was, but I fixed it. It looks like it just froze up for no fubbin' reason, so you know what? I fixed it. Yay! Tech issue has been resolved. Best Dr. Phil voice, say it with me. Say it with me. I am a button. No. I'm not doing it. You almost had me. But I'm not gonna do it. No, you are a butt munch. That is the truth. You are the munchiest of butts. I like big butt munches and I cannot lie. Oh, I almost poured too much liquid gold. I almost did too much. I almost was too strong. Me. Yeah, and I know I'm not looking at chat right now, so you're probably slandering me, because it's real bully Willow hours, apparently. It always is. No, it's real hate Ballast hours. Do you know where your Tenno are? So you like the car? Oh my god. No, this is what I get for leaving my chat unsupervised and unregulated. Indy, do your fucking job. Ha ha ha. I'm glad you find me so funny, deadhead. With the wheeze. Okay, there we go. Alright, okay, we're back. I think that this is actually coming out pretty well so far, all things considered. Like, I haven't even gone to apply a third layer of paint on most of these panels. Actually, most of them don't even have one layer of paint, so we should probably fix that. Once we do that, I'm going to head back to the wood burning tool, because it looks like that should be back up to being fully heated, and then we can get back to the wizard. Where in the nursery rhyme does it say Humpty Dumpty was an egg? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. Honestly, that's a good question. Maybe in, like, an extended cut, but that's a good question. I don't know why Humpty Dumpty is depicted as an egg. Me thinking this is entertaining. Dance, screen monkey, dance! Maybe. I think it was associated with art. Coffee house is technically a socially acceptable drug den. Humpty Dumpty was actually a jigsaw puzzle. What? Is that why they couldn't put him back together again? Wait, but if he was a jigsaw puzzle, he could be put back together again. Because that's the point of a jigsaw puzzle, is to put the pieces together. How can Humpty Dumpty be a puzzle? Thinking about this as a puzzle, this makes my brain itch, and not in a good way. The only thing that makes my brain itch in a good way is hot anime men. I'm sorry, that's the only good way my brain itches. Putting holy water in a humidifier would be a really effective way of preventing vampire infestations. Oh my god, I have a story. I have a story about something that we did in a D&D campaign. Indy and Deadhead were there for that. So there was a massive undead outbreak that one of the party members caused, and we had a week. It was a different situation, but we had like a massive undead army approaching our city, and we had pretty much a week to prepare in advance for this giant shambling horde. Well, one of the things my character did, I had asked the town's priests to just make 500 barrels of holy water. 500 barrels of holy water and a wall of catapults and trebuchets. I loaded up the catapults and trebuchets with the barrels of holy water, and on my word, I just went, fire. Well, all of the holy water barrels went flying in the air, and when they all landed, pretty much all of the army was gone. It was beautiful. I think I must have done, like, over 500 damage in one turn to all of the various undead. It was amazing. And to say that I killed all of those enemies myself as a D8 caster, mind you, I was very proud of myself, and I don't think I'll ever get those bragging rights ever again. Putting holy water in a humidifier, I turned a giant walking mound of corpses into a giant mound of iron, petrifying the other thing in one go. Oh, jeez, that's actually horrifying. But no, I don't think I will ever get the opportunity to do 500 plus damage in one turn ever again. Man, I love siege equipment. Man, I love big booty Latinas. Man, I love femboys. Get this teeny detail. Remember remember you were there. Oh, right! This was your Iron Dragon soul. That's right, this was Ferris. I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean I was there? This doesn't sound familiar. And then you reminded me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your eyes never stop seeing, they just get covered. Zerver, you stop that. I will find a way to punish you, Zerver. Or my name isn't the Thornwood Stag Woman. 500 plus damage in one turn, woe be upon you, pushed into a pit, and takes fall damage. Actually, that was part of it, too. We also had traps. I had also taken the time to have a bunch of the army set up pitfall traps with holy water in it. So all of the skeletons and zombies that fell into the pit traps had to make a DC, I think, 17 strength saving throw to climb out, but took double radiant damage from the holy water pitfalls. So not only do we have divine rain from above, we have divine retribution in the form of barrels, we also have holy water pitfalls. It was so good. It was wonderful, and I am so proud of myself. Punish me, you say? Listen, I'm not gonna do it immediately, because that takes half the fun out of it. Server, have you been breathing good? No, they have not been. It's terminal, I'm sorry to say. Happy Meal was the first loot box. Oh my god. I cast manual breathing. No, that just sounds to me like hyperventilating from getting a blowjob. I am machine. I have no need to breathe. No, but you do have a need to restart your circuitry. You good boy, you. Or should I go bug the Devil's Triad to get Marie over here for you again? Alright, let me move this paint water. Let me move the paint water so I don't drink it again. That would... I'm not gonna drink the paint water. Getting or giving, yes. Yes, Zerver. Listen, I will get the Devil's Triad just to torture you. Like, speaking of the Devil's Triad, I am so annoyed that I had to reset all of my Kim conversations with them. 'Cause the bugginess with Roth's dialogue never got fixed. So I had to reset all my Kim conversations with the Devil's Triad and start from day 0 with them. And that makes me so mad. Can it only be by Marie? She can do whatever she wants to. No. No, you have to take Leon with her. You have to take Leon with her because he is the hype man. You have to take them as a bundled package. It's like adopting a cat. You have to adopt one with the other, otherwise they get lonely. And then there's that weird stray in the corner who's looking at you way too happily to kill you in your sleep. We don't talk about that one. Yesterday's tomorrow is tomorrow's. Zerver! I will get Indy to put you in baby jail if you keep on doing that. Do you want me to put you in baby jail, Zerver? I'll do it. Well, I'll have Indy do it for me. I am the god of this universe. You can't tell me what to do. Alright, yeah, this is, I think, heated up enough for me to continue. From my knowledge, Marie does not feel attraction to machines, more or less just morbid curiosity of how your consciousness got in there and whether or not you have a soul. Technically we are not all machine because we are the drifter, so there is a person behind it. Stray Kitten actually followed me home the other week. Baby! Scrungly little baby! Oh my god, I love cats. Not beating the stereotypical witch allegations, are you, Willow? No, I am not. I can't have cats, though. I am somewhat allergic to them, so I cannot have a cat, which makes me very sad. 'Cause I love gray cats. Like, orange cats are fine, black cats are fine, brown is fine, but I love gray cats. Like, there's something about a gray cat that makes me just start shutting down mentally and doing baby voices. Gabby's bisexuality swings between women built like Amazon goddesses with physiques like her or men like Zenta. He is with my neighbor now, though. I was scared my dog would hurt him. Oh, that makes sense then. You would have loved the little guy. Oh my god, Oh, was it a gray cat? Was it a gray cat, Server? Oh. Hypoallergenic? Okay. I would love to have a pet cat. Because, yes, hyperallergenic cats do exist. My father, however, hates them in general. Like, loathes cats, and I don't know why. Like, even if it's a hyperallergenic cat, he is hard-pressed to say yes to a cat. Like, he just does not like them. Which makes me so sad. Scout! Hi, Scout! How are you doing? It's been some time since I've seen you in here. My wife is allergic to dogs, so we got hypoallergenic dogs. And yet, I could probably convince the mothership and the fathership to get a dog if they really wanted to, because my mother really loves animals. My mother really loves dogs, and if I came home with a stray, she'd probably be perfectly fine with it. I caught a shark fishing today. Did you... I hope you released the damn thing. And if it was a stingray you caught, you definitely better should have released the damn thing. What are you wood burning? I am wood burning dice boxes. Well, I'm working on dice boxes. So, I'm working on the Wizrad, or the Wizard. And I was working on the Bard before, as well as the Paladin. I stained those earlier today, just in case I decided on painting them on stream. Oh, I love Screech! Oh my... Oh my god, he's so fucking cute! Oh, what a little stinker! Oh! My heart! Oh! Oh my god, I want to pick him up and eat his little nose, like, nom 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 nom. Just, oh my god, he's so baby. He's such a baby. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of him really quickly. If you would allow me to do that real quick. I took him to the vet when I had him, said he couldn't be older than a month. Oh, oh my god, my heart. I can't even with that. That's adorable. That is just so baby. Where, oh my god. I'll have to make a clip about that. He is staying with my neighbor who takes care of strays, but he still shows up at my door. Oh, my heart. Oh, if a kitten just walked up to me and gave me sad cat eyes, I would fold. I would fold like I would fold as if Roth was giving me the sexy eyes. Okay, maybe not being down bad, but my god, I would just be like, I cannot say no to this face. I must hug. Thing is, they're in severe overpopulation and are causing a big problem in Louisiana, much like boars in Texas. So we caught it, killed it, and then fed it to an alligator. Okay. So it's an invasive species. Is it overpopulation or is it an invasive species? Because there's a difference. I wish I could take him in, but I can't risk my dog hurting him. Yeah, that's true. Do you have, like, a big dog, then? Is that why you can't risk hurting the cat? Because if it's a big dog, I can understand. Okay, got you. No invasive, just overpopulation. Okay, that makes sense. Big dog, Roddy mix. Oh, yeah, that... Do not hurt the baby. Do not hurt the child. I would be very sad if anything happened to Screech. This is my child. I've only had him for a day, and if anything happened to him, I'd kill everyone in the room and then myself. So you probably saw me with a sanding block just now, and I used the sanding block to get any of the residual wood burnt shit off of the tip. You don't have to do a super hard cleaning, just a little bit of a buffering. Tried to take him tech DMs. Oh no. What am I checking? Oh wow. That is a pretty big size shark. That must have been like a good 3-footer maybe? Probably? Yeah, that's probably like a good 3.5, or I would say. I don't know. Fat bull shark. Very fat bull shark. Tried to take him to 3 different shelters, but none had space for him. Oh. Ish. Okay, 3.5-ish feet. Okay, so, wow, that... Half of my body, I see. Funny thing happened when I was driving him around, though. He was wandering around my car and wedged himself between the door and the driver's seat, and I had to pull over to get him out. Oh my. Cats doing cat things because they're partial liquid masses. Was it like, hold on, was it in like the void between the driver's seat and it was like the void between the doors, right? I just yelled at him, "Screech, you can't do that!" Screech made you screech, apparently. Oh, you poor Screech. He's probably just like, "Help me, human. I don't know what I'm doing. Please help me, tall sky person." Sometimes I like have to sit. I have to like back the fuck up to see what I am doing, because if I'm looking too close at whatever I'm working on, I go like cross-eyed. That was quite a day. Oh, for certain. I do actually have a animal rescue story of my own. This happened a couple years ago. I was going to get food, and I see on the side of the road a what I think is an injured hawk. Well, I go over. It's not a hawk, it's a cardinal. It's a male cardinal who seems like he is injured. He's just sitting on the side of the road. And luckily, I had a box in my car and a towel because I had just gone out somewhere where the ground was wet. I very gingerly pick up this cardinal, I put him in the box with the towel with some water, and I drive him to a local animal rehabilitation center specifically for birds and birds of prey. I drop him off just to make sure that, he's not injured or anything, because it was a hot day and I did find him in a parking lot of a diner. I get a notification a couple days later saying, "Hey, we were able to release the cardinal. Turns out he was just dehydrated, and we wanted to make sure that he was okay." So yeah, I helped a bird. It was honestly kind of wild to hold a wild bird in my hands like that, cause I'm just looking at him like, "You are a wild creature, and you are just sitting in the palm of my hand. You are a very well-behaved little bundle of joy." I would prefer a cat over a dog, not gonna lie. One good thing from it, though, when I took him to the vet at Petco, another customer, I think he was a vet, actually bought a pod bottle of kitten formula and a feeding bottle so I could make sure he was fed. Paid for it out of his own pocket. I thanked him so many times, even called him a saint, and the only response was, "I'm no saint, I'm just a human being." Or a fae. Or a fae. That man might have been a fae, actually. That is that's some fae behavior. Just comes out of nowhere. It's like, "Okay, I will do this. Helping him is enough payment for me because it is an aminal." Say what now? It so it might he said, "I'm no saint, I'm just a human being." That I wouldn't say that's saint behavior. I think that's more fae behavior. Cause the fae, at least most of them, have a natural connection with animals and just seem to drop everything to help them. Like, if you're kind to animals, you are probably being favored by the Fae in some way, shape, or form. Like, there's literally stories of Fae cattle, Fae dogs, Fae cats. Like, any sort of fairy story, there's probably magical animals involved. Is Gabby a fae? No, Gabby is not a fae. Gabby is a blasphemous. We've had this conversation before. She has no fae in her blood. Her mother is a tiefling. Her mother is a celestial. She is not a fae. Although in another life, she might have been a fae. Actually, if Gala and Juniper, if it was a different story, they could have made a deal with a hag to have a child, and that child probably would have been a hexblood in another timeline. Kind of sad to give him to my neighbor, though, since he grew so attached to me. I had to pry him off my shirt to give him to my neighbor. Oh. Listen, because it's your neighbor, you can go over to see Screech for yourself. Is she favored by Fae because of Peppy and Muppy? Maybe. The Fae haven't tried to kill you yet, now have they? I mean, they've tried to steal people's names and faces, but they haven't tried to outright kill you. Yet. Okay, I really do gotta look for the other heads for this stupid thing, because if I can't find him, I'm gonna be real fucking annoyed. Sometimes I don't need to go over. He still shows up at my door, and oh, baby. Well, he's always... I take it that Screech is always welcome at your place, then. Oh, I do have another bird story. This one is a bit more grim than the dehydrated cardinal, though. Caught him trying to climb the fence just a couple days ago after I gave him to my neighbor, escape artist. He's been watching the movie The Escape Artist, then I'm pretty sure of it. I've probably told... I just keep him outside away from my dog. Yeah, true. So I've probably told this story before on stream. This was when I was in... I think it was like maybe 13, 14 years of age in Fae years, which is probably like 103 years ago. We were having dinner, me and the family, in our backyard. And we see what looks like a bird sitting in our backyard. And it's a pretty sizable bird. I'm thinking it's probably like a hawk or something, because we have hawks and vultures. Mom says, Willow, go tell us what it is, because you're the bird expert. I'm like, oh, fine, bet. But also because I didn't want to eat hamburgers that night. So I go down, and there is a crow. A very large crow, like maybe like the size of my arm. He's pretty bulky. And he's not moving. So I'm like, oh god, is this another bird that we're going to have to dispose of? Because unfortunately, birds like to show up to our court sometimes and die peacefully. It's like they know that there's fairies here. Well, I go get a bag, gloves, and everything so I can dispose of the bird in the garbage, which is very weird to say. And it moves. This half-rotten, maggot-infested corvid with one blurry, milky eye just turns its head up at me and stares me down from the pits of Tartarus itself. I ran very quickly and screamed, and I told Mom was like, why the fuck did you scream? What, was it alive? I'm like, oh yeah, it is, but not for long. This is your problem now, Mom. this is your deal to handle. And I was never that creeped out by a corvid in my life after that. Corvids are really cool, though, but not that particular one. F that crow. F that thing. That thing came from the pits of hell and Acheron itself. Like, no. Who pinged me? Oh, okay. I was like, who DM'd me in Discord? And I'm like, no. Maybe it was Guy's pet familiar. A weird, maggoty-looking corvid. So there's the cardinal story, there's the crow story, and then there's the kestrel story. The kestrel story is silly. Again, we were eating, and again, it was summer, we were having burgers on the back patio, and we start seeing feathers flying down from the roof. And we're like, there's no birds up there. Why? We're thinking, okay, maybe a bird is trapped in the chimney or something. No, there's a kestrel in one of the pipes next to our chimney, and he is plucking feathers off of his own dinner, and occasionally just bobbing his head up, surveying to make sure no one is stealing his meal. And so I'm sitting there for like a good hour and a half, just watching this kestrel, eating probably like a chickadee or something. I couldn't see the corpse, But yeah, we have lots of animals that show up on our property. I mean, when you are a fae, it's par for the course, honestly. We've got birds, we have coyotes, snakes, all sorts of wildlife, humans. We are going into a short break. I'm going to put the BRB screen on. Don't go anywhere. All right, I've returned. I've returned because I honestly needed to go get something to eat because I have a very hungry stomach. So, yum 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 yum. Listen, I am always eating. I'm a very hungry girl. Alright. That, my chippies should save me for a little bit until I get a hanky again. So let's continue this process. I think this is actually coming out pretty alright. Server, also, thank you so much for telling us the story about Screech and posting up pictures of the little scrungly baby. Adorable. Uh, I will tell you this, dear Server. Have you come to pray, or something else, perhaps? Where... I really wish I could find my goddamn straight tools for this. I would be... This would be going so much easier, because I can't fucking find it. I can't find my straight tool. So... I have to be, like, really, really slow and diligent on doing these straight lines. Because I can't find what I need. Because I don't think it was my last round of cleaning, but I was unpacking stuff for my craft show in June. And I think I misplaced the nubbins for my wood burning tool because of that. I'll have to, like, tear the workshop apart later today to see if I can locate the object of my desire. Oh, I got a itchy nose. There we go. What am I looking at? There you are. You know what? I'm thinking. Should I do a Dungeon Master box? Because I have a design for a DM dice box, but I don't think I've actually ever made one specifically for DMs. I have my Naturally Awesome with my Nat 20 on it, but I don't have one for DMs. I was also debating on trying out making Dungeon Master screens again. Because I have made DM screens. Well, I've made one that I can actually grab. Because it's right here in my display case. I probably can't get the entire thing. I'm going to try to get some of it in this shop. DM dice box is just all the dice in a V formation with the DM at the front. So, here is my Dungeon Master screen. I can't get the entire thing in the frame at once, and this is probably like a good 10 years old at this point. I have these two dragons on it that say roll for initiative with all of the dice at the bottom. Looks pretty neat, thank you. On the side panels, which you can't see unless I fold it out, I have all of the symbols for the 5th edition classes when I was working on this. I think on this side, yeah, I have all of the D&D classes on each side. I'm trying to get, like, a good shot, but I don't think there's any way to get a good shot on here. You can see some of them. It's not perfect. And I think this was, like, one of my first big one of my first real big wood burning projects. Now, what I wanted to do for the DM screen, I wanted to also put plastic trifolds on the inside, so that way you could put things like character sheets and note cards, but I couldn't figure out how to put those in without completely screwing into the board. So maybe I will make an honest to goodness attempt once again at doing a dice screen and selling it. I don't know if anyone would buy it. I mean, I guess there's a market for them. At least like I feel like there was a market at least. But since COVID put social distancing and I feel like COVID put a lot of people in doing digital games, so I feel like if people were going to do physical games and get physical items again, that was like the nail in the that was the nail in the vampire's coffin, so to speak. Yeah, I don't know. I this is really gonna piss me off because I can't find the. Wait a minute. I think I know where I put the other nubs. I think might have figured it out. I think I might have put it in one of my containers. Hold on a minute. Nope. Thought I was onto something, but I wasn't. Because I'm dumb. D-U-M-B dumb. That is me in a nutshell. Piss me off. Woman! Yeah, I don't know where I put the damn things. Okay, so I thought I put it in one of my containers that I have to the side, right? But nope, I am stupid, and they were indeed not in there. So I don't know where I misplaced them. They have to have. They gotta be somewhere in the void. Because, like, this is not cutting it for shading. So I don't think this is definitely not the right tool, I don't think. That or the shit is just too caked on that I need to clean it off, which honestly happens. It is completely possible that is the key issue here. Or it could just be that I'm not pressing down hard enough. That is another possibility, honestly. Okay, it honestly might just be that. It might just be that I'm not pressing down hard enough. Firmly grasp it, Willow. Listen, there's only a couple things you know how to firmly grasp. That is a stake, your hardwood, and indie shaft. And spears. And spears. Indie spear. I know how to handle indie spear quite well, I will say. I mean, Mr. Whitemore, I'm sure you can agree with that sentiment, no? Okay, so working this up and down is probably the best way to Whitburn. One of my friends, GF, is in the same server as the two of us. I was just talking to her a bit. And let's just say after the talk, I told him, motherfucker, do not drop the ball. She's a damn unicorn. Willow, please! Please what, Indy? Grip it harder. All you had to say was please and beg like a good boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure Indy's brain is just like, God damn it, woman. Damn it, woman, I'm gonna have to change my pants after this. Well, my friend, she is in the same service as two of us, and I was. What do you mean, do not drop the ball? She's a damn unicorn. oh, you're saying don't fuck this up. She's a good lady. You do not fuck up this relationship. Is that pretty much what you're telling them? Sorry, I am just like really focusing on getting these lines nice and dark. Because the one tool that I was using, my old wood burning tool, I couldn't get the lines dark enough for my liking, unfortunately. So this one, I'm glad I can put more pressure on and get a more, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say accurate, I would say more cohesive, more reliably dark lines for the shading. Although I still have some moments that I need to clean it. Every good spearsman needs a good person to take care of the spear. It must remain in tip-top shape, polished, well tended to, and well used. I might not seem like it, but I do have spear proficiency with Mr. Whitemore. I would say I have quite a high skill proficiency with draconic spears, after all. Consistent burn. Yeah, a consistent burn. The only other thing is that occasionally I do have to pause doing the wood burning so that way I can get the entire tool heated up again. Because sometimes, like, when you've been using it for a while, the heat isn't uniform, so you have to give it like a couple minutes of rest to reheat. Gabby wants Zento's spear badly. He doesn't have a spear, but he does have a holy symbol. Would you like to grab Zenta's holy symbol? He wears it quite close to him, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind tending it for him. Alright, we gotta do these fubbin lines as well as this hand job up here. This hand, no other. My guys, I know you're thirsty on Maine, but come on, keep it in your pants. Which is rich, coming from me. His horny rod, yes. Listen, you have a tentacle staff that you haven't used for anything. I'm just waiting for you to whip it out. Just whip it out of your pants at some point and show the world your tentacle rod. Like, are you ever going to use that in battle, or is it just for a joke? I feel like it's probably a joke at this point. Like, oh, she uses it. You guys just won't ever see it used in public. Not that you would want to. It's horrifying and makes terrifying slurping sounds. Like, God, that actually hurt my lips doing that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me hydrate after doing those horrible ASMR noises. Alright. Better. Marginally better. There we go. Ah. We're back! Yay! Don't ever make that sound ever again. No promises. I will make the sound again if someone gives a subscription. You know what? I will do the deep cut of that sound if someone subscribes, just to torture Werecrab. I think this is pretty okay so far. Yeah, I think this is doing pretty alright. I just have to, like, make sure I don't go cross-eye and squint trying to do this. Because I'll find myself, like, getting really, really up close trying to do the shading. I would wear my glasses, but if I did, they would probably get really fucking fogged up. And it would not be fun for anyone. Oh my god. Hold on, There we go. Oh my god, the music was down. Stupid. Gabby shall gain PTSD, proficiency talent in sucking dick. in sucking dice. Dice. Dice is what you're looking for. Why would you suck dice? Have you seen how some of them look like candy? It's like candy rocks you can't consume. It's like crack you can't consume. That is what collecting dice is. Hold on. Let me check the other tool that I actually have. Hold on. I do have one other tool, but it's not a shading tool. I don't think it is. Rounded shading point. Oh, no, it actually is. Ballpoint, universal shading point. Okay, so I actually do have a shading point. It's not the shading point I like, though. Unfortunately. And I can't find the other nubs. And I'm pretty sure I have them over here. I just can't find them. Unless they're in here? Nope, I thought I found them. And I was lied to. Damn it. Damn it, Jimothy. This is why we can't have nice things. Remember, you can always blame Jimothy for if your swag goes missing. That or Ballas. Fuck you, Ballas. Probably Jimothy stole my shit in this case. There we go. Also, I get unreasonably thirsty watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh no. Why do you get unreasonably thirsty when you watch JJK? Should I be worried? Probably. I should always be worried with you guys. Alright, so I cannot find what I was looking for. I thought for a hot minute that I figured out where I put the other nubs. But I was lied to, and I was wrong, and I feel cheated out of my brain cells. Like, I understand why people get thirsty watching JJK. JJK does not do anything for me. Like, JJK is the one that has Gojo, right? I think Gojo is in that one. Like, Gojo is pretty, don't get me wrong. But surprisingly, he doesn't really do anything for me. You would think that a mysterious man with bright blue eyes and white hair would make me moister than an oyster and make the ocean rise by 1 to 2 inches on average. He doesn't really do anything for me. You would think he would, but I like my characters a little mean, probably. I would never date any of the mean characters I have fictional crushes on. Like, not in a million years, but just a little bit of attitude. Just a little bit of attitude goes a long way. Just a sprinkle. All right, let's actually get to wood burning this hand, though, because I know I was talking about doing a sad hand job before, but let's actually work on it now. Actually, I don't think it's very sad. I think it's pretty good. Nice and erect. A nice erect hand casting a spell. That's what you want. Maybe it's Mage Hand, actually, on the box. No, it wouldn't be Mage Hand, because the Mage Hand actually cannot cast spells. It's not my fault they're all either hot, crazy, or metal badass women and men. What am I, a hopeless bisexual not supposed to enjoy them? You are a hopeless bisexual. And yes, you are allowed to enjoy them. Treat yourself. Treat yourself to all the attractive anime people. Listen, you are not harming the attractive anime people by doing that. There are no rules against the attractive anime people, Batman. God, no, Willow, never try to do the Joker impression ever again. Do not the Joker, Willow. Joker is too crazy for me. He's a little bit too nutty. Not my type of crazy. Now, Indy, he's my type of crazy. I love you, love. Alright, I think I like all of the, I'm like all of, I'm like down bad for all of them except for Yuji. Which one is Yuji? Is Yuji the one with the pink hair? Is he the protag? Like, I vaguely know enough about JJK, but not enough to be conversational about it. I think the one with pink hair is Yuji slash Sukuna. The main guy, yeah, okay, so okay, my brain cells at least know that. I can recognize protagonist energy when it hits me in the face like a wet noodle. How to spot a main character in an anime. Do they have crazy colored hair? Do they have an unrequited romance? A sad backstory? Supernatural powers? Sits in the corner of a classroom by the window? If so, congrats, you are the protagonist. Like, I want to see an anime where the protagonist is actively trying to not be the protagonist of the show. Like, he is assigned to sit by the window, and he's like, nope, I'm not doing that. Or, hey, let's dye your hair today. No, I don't. I like my natural color. Here's a magical wish-granting genie for all of your overpowered needs. Nope, I don't wanna. That would be very funny. That is the type of humor that I appreciate. I don't actually think... Wasn't there a spoof manga based on that? You know what? That sounds like something. That sounds like a manga that exists. I'm pretty sure the concept isn't new. Like, I'm pretty sure there is someone who's made a manga like that, but I can't remember the name of it. Like, I'll, like, vaguely remember ideas, but I won't remember the names of shit. Like, honestly, that's kind of like one of the reasons why I stopped reading books, is because I could not remember character names, character details, plot points, any of that stuff. I just could not remember. Main character of Tales from the Gas Station, but the equivalent of the horror main character. Gotcha. Like, so, one of the reasons why I stopped reading books, right, was because I could predict the outcome pretty damn easily. Another reason was that I just could not remember any of the details of the book. I'm not going to go on about my hatred of Black Dog by K.V. Johansson. I've already gone on record about that. But there's another series that was just as bad as Black Dog. I can't remember the author, but the series was a tween series called The Magic Circle. And oh my goodness, my young brain could not comprehend the Magic Circle for beans. It was as bad as Black Dog by K.V. Johansson. Not gonna lie, House of Leaves is kinda out there. You mean with, like, the plot and how it's hard to follow? Like, I made at least 3 separate attempts at different points to read through Black Dog again. 2 were in high school, and 1 when I was in college. I dared myself to read Black Dog again for a writing class. Book itself looks haunted. Oh, I see. Like, I dared myself to try to read this thing in college now that I have a much larger word base, and I think I can understand things better. No. I was still as confused by the book as I did the first time around. Like, the story and the world are fascinating because the premise of the book takes place in not your typical Western medieval fantasy, but a fantasy realm inspired by Mongolian culture. And it should be interesting. That is a very interesting premise for a world. But my god, the pacing of the chapters, you cannot tell on my end because you can't see my face. I am actually face palming right now describing this. It literally spans. It goes forward in time. It goes backwards to time. It skips to the beginning of the book again. It goes to someone else's perspective years ahead of the book. It makes no sense. There is no rhyme or reason to why the time skips and the chapters are paced the way they are. At least Game of Thrones, it makes relative sense because they all happen around the same point in time. No, this story doesn't. It goes ahead in time. It goes back. It goes back to the very beginning. It goes to some no-name commoner number 391,000 in chapter 0. My god. If I had to rewrite this book, I would never want to do that. I want to strangle whoever thought this was a good idea to make the convoluted plot this difficult to follow through characters. Do not read it! Unless you want a challenge, of course. If you want a challenging book, K.V. Johansen's Black Dog. House of Leaves is a psychological horror book, and it's wild as fuck. I would imagine a psychological horror book is wild AF. That's honestly sounds par for the course. Alright, book rant, done. I'm sorry. I don't get my leaves rustled over a lot of things, but I will get absolutely tilted about that. I do not like it when books, like The Time Hop, without any explanation to why it's doing it. Like, that's just bad writing. Do you really expect your audience to follow along with that? No. I certainly don't. Some of the pages are blacked out, spiraling literally. Oh, that is... Wait, I think you've shown me this book. I think you've shown me excerpts from this book and how wild it is. Why do I get the feeling it's probably one of your favorite books to boot? And it's a mind-bending, read. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it. Does not sound like my kind of book, though. Ow. Nom nom nom, consume the food, nom nom nom. Don't mind me. I am taking a chip break, because I have, what kind of flavor is this? This is spicy sweet chili chips that I have. They are, chicken stock and protein ones. Oh. I don't have the face burny ones that Deadhead doesn't like, though. I do not have the face burny ones. Like spiraling words in the shape of spirals. Maybe? Alright, let me clean off the gobbledygook from the wood burning tool, from the pyrographing tool. There we go. That's a little bit better. No, I think, like, the actual pages are just pretty much have, like, massive black splotches over them to keep you from reading all of the passages. I think Dead did show me House of Leaves at one point, and I do remember the pages being pretty wibbly wonky. I will say that much. Now, despite being surrounded by books in my everyday life, you would think I would have more of an archival knowledge of tomes. When people ask me, Willow, can you recommend me a book? I can't really do that. I don't really know. too many current books that are trending. Like, the folks are always like, oh, Willow, you're around books all day. Surely you can recommend me a good cookbook or a good noir fiction. And I'm like, no. Please don't ask me for that. I am not that kind of bookkeeper. I am an archivist. I'm not there for your personal recommendations. You can go on mom blogs and barnesandnoble.com to find books you actually want. I'm not there for that. I deal in, like, a hard lore. I deal with, like, the fae and dragons and shit. Because, like, all that reminds me of is that one rather unsettling anime manga that was based on spirals. Oh, you mean Spiral by... I almost said Eiichiro Oda, but I know it's not. Junji Ito. Spiral by Junji Ito. That's what you're thinking of. I think the anime adaptation of Spiral was honestly not that good, from what I've heard. Again, I don't usually watch anime. I don't usually watch anime or read manga, so take my words with a dump truck of salt. Whatever it was called got me fucked up. Yeah, that would be Spiral by Junji Ito. Junji Ito is what is considered one of the masterclass mangaka of horror. Isn't Junji Ito the same guy who made the horror holes in the walls? Honest question. Horror holes in the walls? I'm not familiar with holes in the wall. Saw one a bit ago that had an interesting premise, but turns out it was a book talk and it was nearly practically torture porn, and it was based on a Draco Hermione fanfic. Oh my god. You know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that would be a thing. Like, things that should surprise me but don't, for 100, Mr. Trebek. Like, I'm still waiting on Season 3 of Ancient Magus Bride. I'm still waiting on that. Like, it's such a good anime and manga. It makes me legitimately cry. But we haven't had an update on the Season 3 adaptation in years, and so I'm hoping it's not canned. Something about there being many human-shaped holes that suddenly appear in the mountain. Each of them is perfectly shaped for someone, and it urges you to enter. Ugh. Brother, ew. No thank you. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like the idea of a holy mountain. Holy mountains are fine, but holy mountains, no, get that shit away from me. That's just, it's like a mountain with trypophobia. It's like, if you have trypophobia and you see a holy mountain, do not approach the mountain. Do not fuck the mountain. Seriously want another season of Sakamoto Days? Sakamoto Days! Oh my god. That was such a funny anime. I remember seeing bits and pieces of Sakamoto Days, and it's just so... I can't even explain it. Don't those holes also slowly get smaller and smaller the further you go in? I believe so, but I haven't read it myself. So, here's a question for you, chat. And you don't have to answer if you can't think of any. Do you have any anime manga recommendations for me? Because I am very picky with my manga. So, what are the ones I have read in my lifetime? I've read Triple X Holic. I've read Tsubasa, Reservoir Chronicles. I tried to read Hellsing, but the amount of, like, ink they used on the pages was just... my brain could not comprehend how much ink. I would also recommend Be the Beginning. No, all of my recommendations are goofy as fuck, like My Love Story, but that's like a murder investigation / mental bendy one. Honestly, fair. I've been wanting to get into Demon Slayer. I think I need to resub to Crunchyroll, but I've been angsty about what happened to Funimation. I feel like you would like Demon Slayer, Indy. I feel like you would really like it because the characters are engaging and the art style is absolutely baller. Like, again, I keep up on like what anime and manga are popular by proxy of cultural zeitgeist. I just don't watch them. Probably because since I helped out with an anime convention for many, many years, 13, 14 years to be exact, I kind of owe it to myself to at least be knowledgeable-ish about what is going on right now. Yar har shimber, matey! That reminds me, what about the One Piece Netflix adaptation? Because I hear people be like, oh, it's really good, it's mid, it's really bad. How bad can it really be if Eiichiro Oda-san gave the thumbs up on the casting, the set production, etc.? Go read One Piece, or better yet, chat will hate me for this, go read Redo of Healer. I don't think people in chat are gonna hate you. I don't think people in chat are gonna hate you. We're not an anime-centric streamer, after all. Listen, I specifically designed my PNG look to not be anime-coded. I specifically wanted my art to look not cutesy, wootsy, chibi anime girl. Because I don't like that style for myself. I don't see that for me. I want, like, a stylized fantasy witch vibe. And thank goodness the artist who I got to do my reference sheet really nailed that on the head. Being a pirate is already free. Do what you want because being a pirate is already free. Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yar! Join the crew of the Bloody Briar. Oh my god, I am a pirate. Why hasn't someone designed me a flag for the Bloody Briar yet? Why hasn't someone gotten on that shit by now? I don't know if I'd read it with you, but I'd watch it with you in a watch party. Like, would you watch it from the because you're the artist? Shut up. Listen, I'm the captain of the crew. I can't be the one to do everything on the ship. I point the finger and tell people what to do. And we're certainly not getting no AI clanker bot to do it. Absolutely not. Only free human and werecrab made art is allowed on my ship. Only handmade, hand-spun bullshit. It can be a stick figure, but it's still better than whatever an AI bot can put out because it is a human-made stick figure. It doesn't have to look good as long as you get it made. Like, I tell that to people all the time. It doesn't have to look like a Van Gogh or a Picasso the first time you draw an idea. The most important is getting it out of your head and on paper. Because if it lives in your head, no one's ever going to see it except for you. And you're never going to make it better. God, I should take my own advice more often. Like, that... You're not doing everything, but you should be the one to design the symbol of the ship. Only makes sense for the head of the ship to design the very thing that defines our ship. So, here's my question. Since we have several crewmates in here, what defines the crew of the Bloody Briar? I'm curious to see what crewmates think defines our crew. Just saying, I do and don't like getting art of Gabby done, mostly because I have to explain how buff Gabby is. And most artists either overdo it or don't do it enough, and they can rarely make it right. Honestly, yeah, that is completely fair. Like, you want to get art of your characters, but, like, you have such a hyper-specific idea of how they look in your head that no artist is going to do justice for it because they can't see what you're envisioning. And honestly, that is completely valid. Like, I am very, very picky on what artist I get for my commissions. Because if I don't think they can, I'm not gonna get someone who does mostly zombie art to do a picture of a cutesy anime girl with a cat companion. I'm not going to. You have to find the right artist in order to pull off various looks, and finding someone who can do a wide range of uh, character types, body types, is honestly kind of hard. Like, if you are an artist who can do multiple body types, you are a saint. The one who got, like, 100% Gabby was the one who did the red meme dress. I do remember you telling me that. Like, that was the closest that anyone has gotten to Gabby's body type. It's still a very amusing picture. I will admit that. One day, Gabby will wear that dress. Hold on. I'm adjusting my headphones so that way I don't get a headache. That would be your decision, my friend. I'm just here for the fight, the adrenaline rush, and the plunder, only sparing those who are too weak to fight and children from combat, and leaving those who are respectable or strong enough alive. Or leaving the ones who I say alive. That's you gotta listen to the lore master's commands after all. And the one in the new armor is also pretty damn close. Oh yeah, like, I'm pretty sure the artist who did your new artwork for Gabby on stream wanted to, like, punch me/you in the face and pound us full throttle into the wall. Like, I remember getting the group artwork for the new bunch of Cadmorum artwork done, and trying to explain what you wanted for Gabby was like pulling teeth. I was constantly going back with him, like, all day, trying to figure out what the fuck you wanted for this art, and it was miserable. Like, just absolutely horrifying trying to figure this shit out. Like, Jesus Christ, my guy. But we were able to eventually figure it out, so I paid him well. At least I gave as much reference material as possible. That's true. I actually do have a continuously updating Google Doc about the characters and their current looks and what to know about them, so that way I can just send artists the Google Doc and be like, here's all the information you need to know about the party. Have fun. And honestly, most artists are actually pretty thankful for that. So that way all of the information is in the same place. God, I am excited about some shit, capital S, that I do have planned for the next couple of sessions. Because, one, you guys are gonna get introduced to a character that I think some of you guys are gonna really enjoy. Secondly, you're gonna get to kill a vampire, hopefully. So, and the vampire you're supposed to kill is probably not Val. There we go. I was like, where's the line? Where's what I'm filling in? Am I just the big doo-doo dumb? Yes, I am the big doo-doo dumb. There we go. Ugh. Gotta stretch my hand out so it doesn't cramp. Snacky time! Ow. Is the Blasphemous coming out of the coma soon? Well, considering the Blasphemous is not in your jurisdiction currently, you won't know that now, will you? You are currently 4 days out from Galesboro and going to get even farther from there. So you'll have to ask Petrichor. Actually, you'll have to probably ask Dahlia Dahlia and or Petrichor about it, since they're probably the ones making sure, taking note on this guy. We're gonna go take a short break. Don't go anywhere, you nerds. Okay, we're back. Best chips are kettle cooked barbecue chips, and I will die on this hill. Honestly based. I do enjoy barbecue chips as a whale. I generally don't get the chance to have them too often, unfortunately, cause I can never find, Quest barbecue chips in stock at the local market. For some reason, they always seem to be sold out of that one particular flavor, and I don't know why. So instead, I get the face hurty salt and vinegar ones that you absolutely detest. Oh, specifically the kettle cooked? You like chips that have a lot of crunch, don't you? I mean, I like a good crunchy chip just as much as the next archfey. I will admit, just like you. Okay, so I think this is actually coming out pretty good. Made a decision. Any and all animals we find while plundering who were recently taken care of shall be taken in by me for my animal kingdom, which will be eventually as a petting zoo. Honestly, I support this. All animals will be cared for. This is not this is a mandatory thing. All animals will be loved and cared for. And if they find a new home on the if they find and we will help them find new homes if they would like to. If they would like to become part of the menagerie on the ship, they may. We welcome all furry feathered scaled friends. Fish might be a little bit harder to take care of since we're on an ocean, but if the dolphins and the sharks want to become part of the crew, well, we'll give him a title. I guess it's gonna be like Laboon from One Piece, honorary ship mascot. Wait, no, we can't do that. I have the sorceries. I can't make the sorceries sad. They'll be upsketty with me. Oh boy, you wouldn't like how Sun Tzu made the arc. Probably not. Oh god, what? Indy, what are you doing to Graham? I just got a message from the frog one saying, Willow, Indy is being mean. Why are you being mean to Graham, Mr. Whitemore? Please explain to me. On the ship? Hell no. That shit would become too crowded and smelly. She started it? What do you mean she started it? You're gonna have to... Are you playing League? Are you playing League of Legends? Is that's what happening? I can only imagine you're playing League with her. He says you started it, by the way. Alright. Being saucy. Oh, so define saucy. Define saucy. God, I feel like I'm talking to two divorcees right now. Ew, League. Nautilus is the best character, by the way. How can you say ew, League, and then say that? Because the dev said a character's name was pronounced one way. Girl, come get your man. I can't get my man. I can't. I'm streaming. I can't get my man Grim right now. I'm currently being the entertainer. I am the entertainer. Like, hold, I'm trying to think. Like, I think... oh my fucking god, I need you to come pick up yo mans. Nuh-uh. You drop him off here. God, I'm having like 3 conversations at once with people. My fucking god. I forget which character it is that Indy is really hooked on right now in League. Something with something with a Z. I think it's something with a Z. Like I jokingly say whoever this character is right now that he's currently in absolutely having a ball with is 100% Orican coded. Like, I look at the art and I'm like, this is totally just an Orican. Ma'am, the only place he's getting dropped off is at the orphanage. I can't come get my man, Graham. I can't get him right now. So, explain to me the sauce. Explain to me why I need to discipline Mr. Whitemore. Can't believe I had to come all the way to here. What do you mean all the way to here? I am literally right here. I am one interwebs click away. We're also talking about how Indy's enjoying playing this one character in League right now. Some character with a Z, like Zahan or something. I don't fucking know his name. Zahen! There we go. There we go. Okay, I was correct. Zahen. He out here arguing with me about Zahen's pronunciation. Then other videos say it differently. I mean, that's like how people say Rayquaza like a million different ways. So, I'm pretty sure the official pronunciation for Rayquaza is that. She said she doesn't play him, and I said I can tell. Zaheen versus Zahen. This rude-ass motherfucker. You can scold him for me if you would like. Grem, I give you permission to have the beatdown stick. I pass the discipline stick to you. You may discipline my boyfriend. I mean, speaking of me and the boyfriend, since Grem, you are here, we are actually thinking of. So, Indy has reminded me of a fey promise I made to him while we started first dating. And he said, can we do a couples cosplay together? You know how we've been going on and on about doing like a Proto Frame Warframe cosplay together, right? I told him that doing a Proto Frame Warframe cosplay might be a little bit too ambitious for someone who hasn't cosplayed in 10 plus years. But, and here's the but, I want pics. We're not at that point yet, Graham. I'm getting to it. But, I did tell him if he wants to, we can still do our Cult of the Lamb cosplay that we were planning. Because that is marginally easier than humanifying a flesh-made ninja in space. So the idea is that it would be two cosplays, technically. One for me, two for him. First one would be the lamb and goat. The second one would be the lamb and Narinder. Like, we have this whole story and plot line set up on, like, what days we would wear the outfits. I think, like, day one, it would be the lamb and the goat. We would have, like, light up red crowns, weapons, like, oversized props from the game. The next set of cosplays would be the lamb and Narinder. And one of the jokes that we were going to do was to put Narinder on an oversized chain that the lamb would just, like, yank him around on. And then to further on that, day 3 would be Narinder in a maid dress, because why the fuck not? This was honestly, like, one of the first cosplays ideas that we came up with, and I think it would be absolutely hilarious. Maid dress is crazy. I told Indy he doesn't have to get the maid dress if he doesn't want to. Also, finding a maid dress for a man is really fubbin' hard. Like, I don't know if I could find. I don't know what I would. I don't know how well I would succeed if I tried to look up a maid dress sized for a man. Because otherwise I'm going to have to get someone to sew you a maid dress, Indy. And I think I'd have to use it for more than just a cosplay on you, if you get what I mean. But no, I would totally do the Cult of the Lamb cosplay, because it would definitely be way easier for me. Way easier for my small pee-pee-poo-poo brain to comprehend. And actually, if we don't end up going to TennoCon, we could always go to something like MagFest and bring the cult magic there. I think that's actually way more doable than going to TennoCon, because that's like maybe like 2-3 hours away at best. Maybe 4 if with traffic, because that's at the Gaylord in, I want to say Baltimore. I want to say Baltimore. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I think it's at the Gaylord in Baltimore. But I definitely would want to do Cult of the Lamb with you, because I think it would be hilarious. And just imagine the photo shoot ideas. Like, chef's kiss. It may or may not also have to do with a nickname that Indy has given me. I vote for Cult of the Lamb. Okay, we have 1 vote for Cult of the Lamb. Raise your froggy hand up high. Okay. Sorry, I'm just, like, shading this shit in and trying to make sure I don't, like, set my face on fire. Because occasionally I do get stray ashes from this that do fly up into my nose hole, so I have to be like, let's not burn down the workshop, Willow. Let's not do that. That's, a very bad idea. Think we're almost done with this for the night, though, because it's getting up there. Also, I need to let this cool off, and so I can clean off the residual ashes. One day, Graham, I want to get to the level of cosplay that you do, because I am hella jealous. I am hella jealous of your Jinx cosplay. Like, girl. Girl, you make me jelly. One day, I will be the level of cosplay that I wish I could do. I might. It was a ton of work. You don't need to tell me that, second. I know how hard that is. I think I could definitely make the. I think I said it was going to be a sword and an axe for the goat and the lamb. Because the goat is shown with a giant two-handed great axe, and the lamb has a sword typically in most promo arts I've seen of the lamb. Alright, I think that's as good as we're going to get for the wizard, because I do need to try to find those other tools that would have made my life significantly easier. And I do mean significantly easier. I think I have a raid target already chosen out. Jordy Joker, there we go. Jordy Joker. Alright, we're gonna go right out into Jordy. He's playing Warframe tonight. Let's continue the Levin as we go. Make sure you say hi to him. I believe he's doing community stuff right now. So, Wednesday, I'm not 100% sure. It might be Persona. We might be starting Persona 5 Royal. I've got a couple ideas. It might be Persona. It might be Nightingale. No stream this weekend. Next week, however, might be where I spring the big surprise that I've been cooking up on my end for a week or so now. So, I will see you on Wednesday evening. Hydrate, don't dehydrate, because dehydrating is bad. And I'll see you then. Until later, everyone. Love each other, love yourself, and have a good evening. Good night, darlings, and sweet dreams.